Let we discuss about system of forces. System of forces: a body with two or more forces acting simultaneously on it constitute a system of forces. It classified as a coplanar and non-coplanar. Coplanar, coplanar collinear, and coplanar concurrent, coplanar non-concurrent. It having a collinear like and unlike. It having in a non-concurrent, parallel and non-parallel. It unlike parallel and like parallel. Non-coplanar concurrent, and non-coplanar non-concurrent. It having a parallel concurrent, uh, unlike parallel and like parallel. Coplanar forces system, all the forces act in a one plane. The forces acting in a one plane like F1, F3 and F2. In non-coplanar forces system, the forces do not act in a one plane. It do not act in a single plane. It acting in a vertical and horizontal like F1 and F2. The different direction. Collinear forces whose lines of action lie on the same plane. The forces lies of action lie on the same plane. Then coplanar concurrent forces which meet at a one point and their lines of action also lie on the same plane. Coplanar non-concurrent forces whose lines of action lie on the same plane but they do not meet at a one point. The forces do not meet at a one point. Non-coplanar concurrent forces whose lines of action do not lie on the same plane but they do not meet at the one point. The forces lines of action do not lie on the same plane. That non-coplanar non-concurrent forces which do not intersect at a common point but act in a same plane. In the forces whose lines of action do not lie on the same plane but they do not meet at a one point. Do not lie on the same plane, they do not meet at one point. Unlike parallel forces whose lines of action are parallel to each other and all of them act in a same plane. It acting like upward direction as a parallel direction. It like F1 and F2. It unlike parallel forces whose lines of action are parallel to each other but all of them do not act in a same plane. It acting as a downward or upward. It F1 and F2. It unlike like parallel forces is acting in a upward direction in a parallel direction and the same lines of action in or parallel. Thank you.